Welcome! Today we'll be talking about the check and continue that you see when you open the ProfitTrack server, and more specifically why it's asking. So the check and continue will happen in a couple of scenarios. One is where the server hasn't shut down correctly, and the other is if it hasn't occurred in some time, that being 30 days. So when we talk about the server, ProfitTrack comes in two halves. The server is what talks to all of the clients, including the point of sales and any of the handheld devices, and the client itself is the ProfitTrack we've all seen in videos and we use on a daily basis to actually modify our store and check on reports and such. Now, when I say an improper shutdown of the server, what I mean is that someone's restarting the computer without shutting it down manually. That would be holding in the power button, restarting it from the UPS, maybe you're prone to power outages or surges, whatever have you. It's shutting down without it actually shutting the software correctly. Now, on that token, when you reopen the server, it will ask you to check or continue. If you continue, you're not going to be checking the database when database damage may have occurred. So you want to click on check. It will go through and validate the databases. If there's an error in the database, such as this, it will ask you if you want to fix or if you want to cancel. If you wait the 10 seconds, it's going to automatically start to fix. Now, the fix itself can take quite some time. Depending on the database size and the level of damage, the longer it'll take. The less damage, the quicker it is. Now, as you've seen there, my system's going through and doing that relatively quickly. My databases are tiny, there's very little in them. Now, that could take hours depending on damage and size. That's just individual basis. So that's all repaired, the server's now open, so I wanted to talk about shutting it down correctly. So for anyone unaware, what you do is right click on the two arrows, click on shutdown server, click on yes, and wait for it to shut down. You need to do that before restarting the computer. Now, if you have the server open and then you go and just shut down the computer, you get the option to force shut down and force close the apps. If you're force closing ProfitTrack server, you're shutting it down incorrectly, which is why it will be asking you to check or continue when you open it up once the computer's turned back on. Now, we recommend doing this because if a database actually breaks, you're talking about a lot of pain while your system's down, while we repair it, as well as a lot of costs for the database being repaired. It's generally not worth it. We also recommend that you go through a more advanced version of this check, which is in the 21-point service check. I'll link the video about what that is in the top right now. If you have any questions, give us a call on 1-800-020-946. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!